But I've got a question for you, because
Yeah.
bringing on to this is great. I don't know if you notice it much on your feed, but I've noticed like the really extreme kind of horror, like Serbian film, like I Spit on Your Grave and Last House on the Left, are really enjoyed by women, and I don't. I'm yeah. The kind of really extreme horror scene is like, it seems to, and if anybody in the comments can answer, like, I I I've never understood it. Like, I
I
don't
can
know if
kind
you.
of understand something like I Spit on Your Grave because it's like a revenge film.
Hmm.
But unless women are seeing it as some like weird fantasy because it's a lot of violence against women, I don't
Mhm.
understand why the majority of them would be enjoying it more. It's really strange.
Yeah, because I don't ever see guys post it, and when I do see like when I see other people when I do see people post it, it's primarily female content creators, and then not only are they just showing the case, they are recreating scenes from the movie, like, like artistic kind of things, and I'm just like, I wow, okay, and I don't know whether or not it's that kind of extreme horror, because I watch stuff like that and I wince. I'm gone. I'm gone.
No, I have no idea. I didn't
No,
even
no, no,
realize that
no.
was
That's cool. Again, I just thought I'd ask, because I find it like the strangest thing. Yeah. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh.
you got a question.
Sorry. Yeah, 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 yeah. Augustus Abraham. Sorry. As I say, it's taking us a while. We've just been chatting. Which one of you guys are fans of the Buffyverse franchise, Buffy and its spin-off Angel?
Okay, everyone would not shut up about Buffy at school. I did watch it for a first season or two because they played it at a decent time when I was at in high school or primary school. But then people
Yeah.
wouldn't shut up about it, so I actually stopped watching it. And I kind of feel like I don't know if I want to start watching it again. I did enjoy what I saw, but
Mm.
I'm very much someone, if you don't shut up about it, I will not watch it just to spite you.
Mm.
Hence the reason why I've not finished End of Lord of the Rings, not Lord of the Rings, End of Game of Thrones, because people would not shut up about it. Seriously, it's just come on.
Yeah. No, I just love that's the approach. Like, but no, like that's fair, because I find that a lot sometimes. I got to season 4 of Game of Thrones, and I think the hype train on it was just destroying my love for that show. Like, I watched the first episode and I was just like gone. I was like out. But I liked Buffy when I was younger, and I have tried to go back and rewatch it, and I couldn't. Angel was the better show for me. Like, I could watch it, but saying that, I can't watch seasons 2, 3, and 4. I do struggle with that. I love Angel season 1, and Angel season 5 is like the greatest season of Angel. Like, it's got the best. It's got the best kind of storylines, like where Angel turns into a Muppet. Him and Spike are on a U-boat in World War II. Like, they just went absolutely crazy for that final season, and it was glorious.
One thing I wanted to ask, because I watched a movie like this the other day, and I'm curious to see what you've experienced. Have you come across a movie that's been listed as a horror movie that wasn't conventionally a horror movie, was more a horror movie of humanity or the human condition? Because I watched Rent-A-Pow the other day, and as much as
Okay.
it's listed as a horror and a thriller, it's more of the horrors of being lonely,
Okay.
like how the amusement park is the horrors of growing old. Have you come
Yeah.
across a movie where it's more the horrors of the human condition?
I mean, that kind of leads into my thoughts on like A24. Like, I don't think that. I mean, this is the thing. Like, I think the term horror gets bandied about very, 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 very flippantly now. Like, if, like, you know, if it's dealing with the darkness of humanity, it's a horror movie. It's like horror movies have tone and feeling and things like that, and I think a lot of like the A24 stuff doesn't, because they're just great dramas. Like realistically, like I'm always disappointed because they're billed as horror movies and they're not. But
Yeah.
with the human condition thing, I would have to check my letterboxd. I would probably might have to get back to you on that. But I think I mean there was a film I saw that wasn't a horror movie that you could I potentially could label as one, and it was called Scenes of a Marriage from Ingmar Bergman. I know I'm getting pretentious now, but it was just the breakdown of a marriage, and it was just so raw and realistic. And then they keep getting back together again, and then breaking up, and then getting back together again, and it just felt like a horror movie in the sense of you need this person, but you can't be with this person. It's things like that. Yeah, I mean, where it's usually labelled like a horror movie, and I wouldn't. I think I've said before, like The Witch. I think it's a great period. Robert Eggers is a great filmmaker at chronicling historical kind of like a historical period in time. But as a horror movie, no, that's why I'm excited for the Nosferatu, because I'm really excited it will do a very gothic period horror movie, like with vampires. Like this is feels like the first horror movie.
Yeah.
That like at least like proper horror movie.
Yeah.
I hope that answers the question. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just that there are in times where, because obviously when the amusement park finally got released on Shudder, it was listed as horror, but it doesn't provoke the kind of like reaction you'd get from your regular horror movie. It was more it was more of that. Same thing with Rent-A-Pow. It was the horrors of loneliness and then the horrors of growing old. So yeah, I was interested to see if anyone else has come across that, because it was such an intriguing movie, and it actually it lingers with you for a while after you've watched it. Have you seen Rent-A-Pow?
No, I haven't, but I have been wanting to watch it, and I think that's interesting as well. Where I think movies now have become so complex that you can't pigeonhole them anymore.
Yeah.
You think on like, I mean, I haven't seen it, but like Beau Afraid. You look at that, that's like a fantasy. It's a horror movie. It's a comedy. It's a drama. It's everything. And but how do you sell it? And realistically, you have to sell it on the stars and the director, because that's all you've got. I mean, I do feel at times really sad for marketing people, because again, like movies are so tonally all over the place. Like, how do you market them? But then also, I don't, because usually they don't market them very well. It's that kind of it's that double-sided coin, isn't it? It's like, I don't know. I would love to see. I think I've seen Amusement Park. I think is it on the cover? It's that kind of weird, like Jack in the Box clown.
No, it's an elderly gentleman, and basically I think they've turned his face into look like a merry-go-round.
Yeah, it's the Lost George Romero movie. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No. As soon as you went with the thingy, yeah, I didn't mean to pull that face. Please cut that. Please cut that.
So